Hello, my name is Richard Morton. I am a resident of Burr Ridge, have lived here since 1989. Prior to that, I lived in Hinsdale, south of 55th Street from 1979. I have been historically a no vote opposed to the referendum for the past two iterations and for many years. And recently, I've decided to become a yes vote. And the reasons behind the yes vote are really quite simple. I will point out you can't have this discussion without looking critically at the board. But at the end of the day, the reason for switching to be a yes vote is in support of the kids. We need to find a way to find the light to invent the next Einstein or the next Steve Jobs. And the current school infrastructure is simply not up to that task. I've learned this through my association with a group of people working to rid the community of the threat stereogenics has posed with the contamination of our air with ethylene oxide. And many of these people that I like to think of as being the smart kids, and they're nice enough to let me play with them, are moms and dads and have kids in the D86 school, and I just simply can't be a part of not allowing their kids to have the best possible outcome. Without this referendum money, those kids' futures are going to be impacted, and I simply won't be a roadblock to that. I can't consciousness anymore. So the schools in Hinsdale, Central in particular, South too, are not meeting the needs of the disabled community. It simply can't be fixed with a ramp here or an elevator there. And I know this because I've been driving a wheelchair as a result of being a paraplegic for nearly 42 years of my 65 years. And it's shocking to me, despite passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act and other laws, that we still have schools that are so far from being accessible. A society that turns a cold shoulder to those that can't walk, can't speak, can't think, can't hear, is simply an uncaring society. And I simply don't want to be part of that. I want our community to respond to the needs of all. So today we're at a crossroads with D86 referendums and kids' futures because the adults have made a mess of things. The collective last 30 years or so of D86 boards, in my mind, have a lot to answer for. And frankly, I don't know if it can really ever be fixed. It's a complicated issue, and it's filled with the reality of Title IX and trying to create a 21st century facility welcoming all manner of demographic and social economic levels. And that's really why I voted for Yvonne Meyer, because I think she's smart, direct, and a person that can make a difference and work within the limits of what is achievable.